And so then as we work with faith, the scripture says that faith without works is what? Dead. Faith without works is dead. And so then there is an element of work that must accompany our faith. God will reveal to you the work needed in your life to bring forth your dream. Is that what it says? So as long as Peter is imprisoned, there becomes very little possibility for you to express your dream. But then the scripture says that suddenly. It said suddenly. It didn't say eventually, it said suddenly. Now you see, this is why faith is important, because you never know when your suddenly will come. Suddenly doesn't give you any signals. Suddenly doesn't say that I will be there around 4 or 5, or I will be there as the sun set. Suddenly just sort of suddenly happens when it's time for it to happen. You have to keep your faith open, because when your faith is open, suddenly can happen at any moment. And when suddenly happens at any moment, healing that didn't seem possible now becomes possible. When suddenly happens at any moment, prosperity that didn't seem possible suddenly is possible. When suddenly happens, bank loans that were not going to be approved start to get approved. When suddenly happens, people who one time told you no, go back and say yes. Don't worry about what the news is saying, because sometimes they lie. Don't worry about what the economy is saying, because sometimes they lie. I submit to you that they may not know what God has in store for you. They don't know. All they can do is report what they know. All they can do is report the facts. All they can do is report the facts. And sometimes, Reverend, they report it just to keep you afraid. Sometimes they report stuff just to keep you in fear. How is it that you're going to manifest your dream? You're going to manifest your dream because of God. In the same way that Noah built the ark by faith. And in the same way that Moses led the people out by faith. And in the same way that Jesus healed the sick and the blind by faith, you're going to move out by faith.